Oh my God, it's been a crazy week. Let this motherfucker build up a little bit before we do anything. Yo, let's go.
Gear up fast, we're about to get evil.
Scout, what's the word? What you know good? Shit. Oh, man. Man, you know the night's been going.
Prep time's over, now you deploy to the war zone.
I feel like I got a lot of lag going on. Give me 1 second to try to fix that.
Let's get this shit done. Head shed gave the green light. We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up, grab your chutes. Rules of engagement are simple. Weapons free on all threats.
Let's get this done. Resurgence. Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate targets to bring them back faster. Your team leader.
Try to work on
Set
this
a
new
drop
shit.
point for your squad, soldier. Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh yeah. Oh definitely.
Moving you.
Oh my God, the lag, bro. I don't know what's going on. I might have to just look to the news articles. But yeah, man. So I just did a reaction to that new Eminem track, Houdini. Now I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I can't wait for Call of Duty. The Black Ops 6 come out.
Hostile Mosquito is online.
Your squad mates redeploying. Well done.
So I like the Black Ops
Hostile
6.
counter UAV overhead.
I like Modern Warfare. But to be totally honest with you, I've played more Black Ops than I have Modern Warfare. I've had more Black Ops.
You got reinforcements inbound.
I think Modern Warfare was like this one, 2019, the only ones I had. I mean, I played the other one, like the Resurgence and shit like that, in the war zones, but yeah, that shit is fucking crazy, man. If I keep getting this lag, man, I don't want to turn this shit off, but I have to get an adequate stream, and I don't want to Deal with the lag and the stream.
Mark the target.
But what we know so far, and this is what got me. Oh, look at this shit, bro.
Your squad mate's back on station. Good work.
19 frames per second. 20. Come on now. There's no way I should be at 19 frames per second.
Enemy.
17 frames. That shit's killing me. I feel like it does some extra pull somewhere.
You're losing ground. Move it. It's all on you. Stay alive so your squad can redeploy.
Yeah. 19 frames? What the hell?
Positive ID on the bounty target.
What's going
Hunt
on
them down.
with this internet over here?
You got reinforcements inbound.
Yeah, the topics tonight.
Enemies deployed
Eminem
a counter
Houdini
UAV.
reaction. And
All right,
I'm
your
gonna
squad's in
honestly
the
say,
safe zone.
he had a board that I reacted to that I didn't even catch on to until afterwards. He did it. He shot his shot at Megan Thee Stallion, pun intended. But he was like, "You think I can get this shot? I can get that feat." But he spelled it feature as in F-E-A-T. But he was saying it like when she got shot in the foot. Ah, bro, that shit.
Squad mates
fucking
redeploying.
hilarious.
Well done.
Requesting recon flyover.
My shit lagging too much, man. I wouldn't be able to enjoy this gameplay, so what I'm gonna do,
Loadout drop headed your way.
I'm gonna run a little bit. Try to get my frames up. I'm trying to see if I gotta shut some things down or what I have to do to get it to be adequate. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I need my frames, man.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at this time.
Hostiles deploy the Mosquito.
Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. You got reinforcements inbound.
This. Let's see if that helped at all.
Rogue signal broadcast detected. Encrypted signal confirmed. Decrypt the enemy signal by leading an enemy kills.
Doesn't really do anything. I'm at 21. I should be at 100 and some change.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Hostile Mosquito
Okay, see shit. You see what I'm saying? That, bro, the frames
We're
really
outside
killed
your
me,
top
man.
squad. Let's push
Hold
harder
on,
to
let me
bring
see
it
what's
in.
going on. What's up with it,
Got
Sherrod?
active in the field.
Man, I was
Stay
trying
hard
to
that time.
do some run some COD and get
Get
some,
back up there, yep.
get some info out there. But I figured we should do it a different way then. Because my frames are dropping, bro, and I don't like that shit. I can't do the frame drops. So what I'm gonna do is I'm about to exit COD. I'm about to bring my stream up. My videos up. Now, I don't know if y'all got a chance to hear that Eminem, but that motherfucker was fire and funny. But the topics that I really want to go over, hold on, let me fix my shit right quick. Hit the screen. Alright, bring it over here. The way it fits adequately on the screen. Alright. So, now we got Donald Trump found guilty on 34 charges, 34 counts, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, all bullshit aside, what we looking at. I'm figuring like, I don't see him doing any jail time. I don't see them trying to indict and send him to prison. But those 34 counts all are 4 years apiece. They all carry 4 years apiece. Or they gonna run them consecutively, which means one after the next, which you do 4, then 4, then 4, then 4, like 34 times? Fuck no. Hell no. Not a chance. What they're gonna do is run it concurrent, which means they'll put them all 34 counts will be ran in 4 years in 1 4 year. So in one span of 4 years, he'll do all 34 charges. So what does that mean for him? I don't see him doing jail time, which means we're looking at probably probation, some fees and fines, so which is considered to be restitution. And then I just see him continue the momentum that he was on. Now, am I pro-Trump? No. Am I against Trump? Yeah. But I'm also anti-Biden. You know what I'm saying? So I have a type of feel and emotion here. But the reality is, Trump won't see jail time. Excuse me. According to some political scientists, I mean, it ain't for real for him. Because according to these political scientists, bro, they saying that they seeing it more or less him just getting a slap on the wrist and continuing with the campaign trail. Now, it's unprecedented to have an ex-president and a running president, a person running to be president, running for office, to be a felon. So that's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? So we waiting to see what's gonna happen here. Wait to see how this shit gonna pan out. I don't know, man. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, it's just real odd to me. And that's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? I'm either for Trump or for Biden. In my personal opinion, both of them are horrendous people that create negative bullshit all the way around them. And plus, I'm not big on them, the westernized bullshit of you have to be a Democrat or Republican, because that separates the people. As an American, what you should be doing is voting for Americans, people who understand the plight and the fight of the American people, what is needed by the American people for the American people, instead of having a group of individuals who get paid millions of dollars to govern and make laws that they use to torment the American people while profiting, because those same individuals who are paying them are the lobbyists, quote unquote lobbyists, who really are the pharmaceutical industry, the Roundup, who still owns part of Monsanto, who still owns part of the pharmaceutical industry. They're tied in with Pfizer and a few other companies. Like, we have so many things that's going on with our nation because of the politics, the consistency with bombardment of racism and media flooding of all these agendas. I won't say here, and I won't say, my opinions on them. I'll just say that the reality is, as American people, we should not be voting for people who are against anything that collectively is against America as a unit. Nothing to do with race, nothing to do with anything else. But if we don't have adequate school districts and adequate systems of education to increase economics within the urban environments, we won't have anything. The highest spending people in the United States are the black community, which spends $1.2 trillion a year just on bullshit, miscellaneous bullshit, trying to compete with each other and keep up with the Joneses. And in that same sense, if they had more businesses, more funding, more education, proper procedures to occupy and live humanely without having to worry about the bullshit, then it'd be more. Hold on, bro. Is that a nip slip? You see it right there? Never paid any attention. I've never caught that. We got a nip slip here for the thumbnail. Anyway, I got distracted. No, the reality is, man, it's just a real iffy situation, man. It's real iffy. So we don't know what's going to happen on either side. My thing is to look out and be careful, because the individuals who support Donald Trump, the cohort of individuals who follow Donald Trump, they don't like being told no. They are very emotional people. So keep your eyes open and be very cautious of things to incite over the next few weeks, and we'll see how things transpire. But fast forward on, man, Diddy, your boy Diddy, Shrine. I remember you on having a conversation with me on Twitch right now, so they don't see the conversation. But Man, you had the conversation last week when I was telling you my theory of how I thought that Puffy or Diddy, whatever they want to call him, the diddler, paid Keefy D $1 million to have Pac killed. But in the same breath, I thought that, like I told you, I figured he had Big killed because Big never really went back at Pac. And Big knew that Big had an idea that Puff was the one who was trying to kill Pac. So when that Hit 'Em Up came out, Big was pissed off because he was being put inside something that he didn't have anything to do with. But because there was a person who was over him, his CEO, quote unquote friend, that individual brought him into some shit that he couldn't get out of. So fast forward, Big wanted to leave Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Puff's fighting with Big's lawyers telling him that he's not gonna leave, he can't leave. He'll never let Big leave. Big get into it with E40 and a few individuals in the Yay area on the West Coast. Shit transpire even more. They settle it. They come, you know what I'm saying, as men, they come to, you know, settle the differences. A couple of weeks go by, not even that. Big is attending the party, and this party, you know what I'm saying, Big leave out. As he pulled out, his truck is shot the fuck up. Massive, you know what I'm saying, like there is no surviving. There was no chance of him making it out of there. But the reality is, the same look on his face was the same look Pac had. Because they both were chased by the same fucking evil forces. The diddler. An individual who left a wake of bodies and pain, torture, and demise for years. Do you know how many individuals came out? It's right now, since November, there's been 8 lawsuits against the diddler. There's been assistants coming out, other artists coming out, people he was in a relationship with, and most of us who actually been paying attention to what's going on or seeing what's going on, reading behind and between the lines, we've noticed a lot that's going on with the diddler. And your boy has issues. I mean, huge issues. If you ask me, I think he had a big hand in getting Kim Porter out of here because he was afraid of what she was about to say because she uncovered a lot of information. So to sum it up, Diddy is being investigated. The Rolling Stones reported that he had a hand in killing Biggie. So we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully that, you know, justice is served. Big's family get the justice that's due. Hopefully we get a chance to see and seal this part of history because it's been ongoing of, you know, the mystery and the intrigue behind the death of Tupac and Notorious Big. Well, no reason to look any further. The diddler, the one who has his hand on everything, has his hand in everything. And what makes it real fucked up is right after Diddy had Biggie killed, Diddy's first album out that was released was No Way Out. He told Big that he would never let him go. He had no way out of the Bad Boy, and then released the album titled No Way Out, where he dedicated songs to Big. Man, that's trash, fam. That's trash. You know, and you see that he had no real go-to because when Tupac dropped that, he dropped the animated video to I want to say it's Are You Still Down, but I might be wrong. In fact, let me type it in. That might not be it. See what song it is. I can't remember. Yeah, Do For Love. When Pac released this song and they released this video, which was the first ever animation format that I've seen in hip hop. You know what I mean? Like it's the whole video where it's a cartoon, you know, playing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up and then we're gonna mute this so we're not getting any copyright strikes. But I'm gonna let you guys see the video yourself. You know what I'm saying? Puppy was a copycat. You know, this is Pac's video, Do For Love. You know what I'm saying? If you never heard the video, yep, you're right. There it goes, right? You got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had no, he was trying to, they had his legacy to keep going. Biggie done released, and I know this might sound like a reach. Their next go-to was to keep Big alive, was to bring in children. So what they did was, Puffy was a gimmicker. Puffy was a gimmick. Everything he did was a gimmick. And like, it's really odd, bro. Like, it's really fucking odd. Because one of the big things that we focused on as far as in this culture when it came to the hip hop, when it came to the Tupac and Big situation, was we knew that there was something that went down. Most people lived on, of my generation, built on the fact that, oh man, Tupac's legacy will always live on. Maybe he subscribed even more so to the Machiavelli theory with the 7-day theory, to where 7 years he'll come right back. 7 years came and went, he never returned. Then there's more things that we found and more videos that we'll find, like, oh man, Pac's still alive, because we held on to the fact that Pac was still here. Was he here? No. Puffy gave Keefy D $1 million to kill Pac because he was afraid of the greatness. Now this is what makes that even more fucked up. Puffy, along with a lot of other record executives in the 90s, had made a contract. In fact, I'm gonna mute my music. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm gonna mute this for a second. See, Puffy was part of this same group of individuals that Crazy Bone is talking about right here.
There is the secret meeting that changed rap music and destroyed a generation.
Damn. Facts.
So it says, hello. After more than 20 years,
you don't know what this is?
I finally decided to tell the world
Harmony.
what I witnessed in 1991, which I believe was one of the biggest turning points in popular music, and ultimately American society. I have struggled for a long time weighing the pros and cons of making my story public.
Now he's reading a letter that was given to him by an individual who was a record executive and was at the exact meetings that these things that he's talking about happened. And individuals like Puffy are the modern day version of these same events. So when we talk about the Illuminati and you hear like the Illuminati and that bullshit, like minimize that. Let's get rid of the idea of the Illuminati. Illuminati just means to illuminate or enlighten. So let's just get rid of that, because if the Illuminati was a thing that was actually the hindrance of the people and the product of negativity, it would not be something that the mainstream would allow you to even know about or focus on. So let's skip that and just X that out entirely. Let's focus on the fact that it's not Baphomet Boulay. It's not the individual secret societies. It's the secret businesses and contracts. That's the issue. These individuals are using the artists. They're selling artists the negative things that the negative aspects, the negative stereotypical aspects of the black and hip hop culture, black and brown culture, and they're selling it to the children so the children can keep perpetuating the same cycle of prison and death. Man, I'm not gonna talk no more. Let me keep this shit going.
As I was reluctant to implicate the individuals who were present that day. So I've simply decided to leave out the names and all the details that may risk my personal well-being and that of those who were, like me, dragged into something they weren't ready for.
Damn.
Hold on, let me
So we gonna tell the story.
We gonna tell the story. We ain't scared.
I mean, I appreciate y'all for being here. What's up with the Blaze?
Black Van.
So look,
right now we on to the Puffy situation. How Puffy had Diddy had Biggie killed after he had Pac killed, and he had Pac killed because, well, we already know the reason why he had Pac killed. Puff was afraid of anything that's, black excellence and black power. He had Biggie killed because Biggie wanted to leave the label. Now the Rolling Stone published the article to give us the information about it. So Puffy had Biggie killed because Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy. He was fighting with Biggie's lawyers and telling Biggie, hey bro, you're not leaving. There's no way you're gonna ever leave. He killed Biggie, and then they dropped the album right after that called No Way Out. So after telling him that he had literally no way out, he killed him and then dropped the album called No Way Out, where he spit in that man's face and spit on that man's legacy. Now, just to catch you up, where we are right now, tapping in after practicing for sure later. Hey, bet, bro. Just to catch you up where we are right now, Crazy Bone is exposing the private letter that was given to him by a record executive that he knew personally, who was at some of these private meetings with the individual corporations and businesses that are hindering the hip hop culture.
So he says, between the late 80s and early 90s, I was what you may call a decision maker with one of the more established companies in the music industry.
Together, bro.
I came to Europe in the early 80s and quickly established myself in the business. The industry was different back then, since technology and media weren't accessible to people like that, like they are today. The industry had more control over the public and had the means to influence them any way it wanted.
Right.
This may explain why in early 1991, I was invited to attend a closed-door meeting with a small group of business insiders to discuss rap music's new direction.
Now, hear what he's saying. 1991, he had a sit down with rap industry executives about the future and the direction. Damn right, long live Big, of hip hop culture. Now let's pause that and put a needle there, because I want you guys to remember this. In 1991, we're talking the same time frame that we have the transition to NWAs, the Public Enemies, the Onyx, the APMDs, everything that was conscious and prolific rap that told black people you can be great, you can be anything you want to be. You don't have to be drug dealers, you don't have to be gang bangers, you don't have to kill and murder just to get your voice out there. This is 1991, so this is when they were trying to transition to get when the Bloods and Crips dropped the album. This is the same time that they dropped the album. Do you get what I'm saying? In fact, just to fact check that, let me pull this up just a second. Bloods and Crips album was what year? Because I might be off a year or two. 1993. Okay, so this is 1993. So let me see. Gangsta rap group. They started in 92 to 95. All right, so this just so you guys, Naughty by Nature. You know what I'm saying? Bro, what people don't get is it's bigger than just the shit that we see in the little the bullshit that we see and run with, you know what I'm saying? But these individuals, they sat with the executives, and in 91 they were transitioning they were trying to transition us from conscious music. That's why Nas didn't get the great play. That's why Talib Kweli didn't get as much exposure. That's why Naughty by Nature didn't get as much exposure. Keep it in mind, Tretch was a fucking beast as far as lyrics, bro. Busta Rhymes was a fucking beast as far as lyrics, but he didn't make it to where he could be. In our culture, in our community, he did. In our eyes, he did. But he wasn't commercial enough. Let's think about this. 1991. Let's go pull up some albums. Rap history of 91. Let's see when they had this meeting. Let's see what was going on at that period of time where they had the meetings. Okay. We talking Downtown Science. That's conscious. Digital Underground. That's conscious. DJ Quick. That's club fun gangster music. Gangstar. That's a mixture. You know what I'm saying? That's the East Coast version of I say East Coast version. That's the Southern version. You know what I'm saying of what you would get a digital underground DJ Quick, where it's fun, it's witty, but it's still wordplay, still fire. He said I was 40 and shit. I was like, shit, 7? Yeah, I was 7 in 91. Gerardo, Ecuadorian born rapper. Now, this is 1991. ICP, Insane Clown Posse. Stetsa Sonic. And they use live instruments. They were like bands such as The Roots. You know what I'm saying? That's consciousness. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Lifers Group. They're from prison. That just explained that. ABC. ABC was rap. I would have. I mean, yeah, but I guess I don't know. I would have thought they were R&B. Maybe that's crazy. Didn't know that until today. Master P. Now, you know what the music P pushed? Jizza, Kid Capri, Young Black Teenagers, OG Style, Ed OG and the Bulldog, Boogie Down Productions, Bars, Houdini. Come on now, that's Houdini. I don't have to say anything else. Yo-Yo, you know what her wordplay was, bro. She was a monster. You know what, bro? And that's what it bro. I did too. I fell in love with music then because it was stories that like, okay, back when our generation got into music, bro, got into hip hop, it wasn't about outshining each other. It was actual words. You know what I'm saying? We had wordsmiths, man, like motherfuckers with lexicons. You know what I'm saying? Like lyrical geniuses, bro. Like it was crazy how it was. Like I heard an argument the other day. Well, not the day, but recently. They were talking about T.I. and it was explaining how the way he talked, and it was and the way he speaks. So they were saying like, oh man, we don't understand that shit, man. We black, we from the hood, and it's like you don't understand the words that he used. So you minimize a man's ability to reach audiences. He's an artist. He's a writer. He writes music. He runs record labels. He sits down with executives. So he has to have a way of talking and to be able to articulate himself amongst peoples. Now, if you have to minimize the way you talk so people can catch up to you, then you're talking to the wrong audience. As a black people, we're supposed to be able to reach further and not have to say, oh man, that's too many lyrics, man. That shit too complex. No, bro. We are complex beings. Why the fuck are we minimizing ourselves? But that's neither here nor there. I digress. De La Soul, Ice-T, Chubb Rock, Sons of Berserk, NWA, The Dogs, Kool Moe Dee, Swaying King Tech. Oh my God, bro. Damn right. Third Base. I don't know if motherfuckers remember who Third Base was, bro. But that's the generations, you know what I'm saying? Like, but this is what we grew up under: the Slick Ricks, the DJ Jazzy Jets, the Fresh Prince, you know what I'm saying? The Ghetto Boys, leaders of the new school, you know what I'm saying, bro? We had music that was focusing on conscious, and we had someone that was gangster rap bleeding in. But what they did was they took all the consciousness and said, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I know why my shit was moving like it was moving. I think it was recording and streaming at the same time. But all right, so what they did was they said the consciousness rap, the educational rap and black power rap is bullshit. So they started putting that shit to. So they had these meetings, and at the same time, bro, we had movies. I hate to do it, bro, but I have to do it. I hate to do it, but I have to do it because this just. If I'm going to give information, I want to be able to do it the right way. All right, so let's go black movies of the 90s. Let's see if we can get time frames on these. All right. 91, Boys in the Hood. Same year they had the meetings. Damn right, bro. Damn right. This is the same year they had those meetings, 91. Poetic Justice was, that's one of our movies. But you know what I'm saying? But let's go back. Let's go back here. You know what I'm saying? To Poetic Justice, bro. What was the whole premise? It was somebody who had a best friend who fought his best friend, left his best friend on the side of the road because of what happened to him and his relationship with a woman. And he fought to be with that woman's best friend to the point where they got in a relationship, fell in love, and they lived happily ever after. Menace to Society, where that was a couple years after. Juice, right afterwards. Prolific, Prolific, New Jack City, 1991. House party. Keep in mind, a year before we were having New Jack Cities, and we were having the Sugar. I said Sugar Hill. I'm gonna say Sugar Hill gang. New Jersey drives. We had house parties. We had fun. We showed black teenagers being in school and having fun. We saw a single black father raising his child in a world that he can't control. And we saw, a year later, we saw the Malcolm X's. I'm trying to get into this. I'm trying to get into 91 because it's something specific that's I'm looking for. Above the Rim. Great movie. Great movie. But what was the overlying messaging of it? But that goes back to
rap
my
music's
point.
new direction.
Rap music's new direction and our culture's new direction. Music is always tied into fashion, film. Always. It's always social issues. It used to be. Now you can't speak on social issues.
Direction.
Yeah.
Little did I know we would be asked to participate in one of the most unethical and destructive business practices ever seen.
Crazy.
So this was the meeting. The meeting was held at a private residence on the outskirts of Los Angeles. I remember about 25 to 30 people were being there.
Right.
Most of them familiar faces. Speaking of those I knew, we joked about the theme of the meeting, as many of us did not care for rap and failed to see the purpose of being. Speaking of those I knew, we joked about the theme of the meeting, as many of us did not care for rap and failed to see the purpose of being invited to a private meeting to discuss the future of hip-hop.
Talk to him.
Among the attendees was a small group of unfamiliar faces who stayed to themselves and made no attempt to socialize.
And this is what's very important. This is the most important part. Pay attention.
Beyond their circle. Based on their behavior and formal appearances, they didn't seem to be from our industry. Our casual chatter was interrupted when we were asked to sign the confidentiality agreement, preventing us from publicly discussing the information presented during the meeting.
Now, why would you have to sign an NDA? Why would you have to sign a non-disclosure and confidentiality agreement if what they was about to say about the industry that they were about to take over and target wasn't a big fucking deal? So when y'all laughed at Kanye for him saying what he said about the industry being ran by what he said, nobody did any research to find out why he said it?
Needless to say, this intrigued, in some cases, disturbed many of us. The agreement was only a page long, but very clear on matters and consequences, which stated that violating the terms would result in job termination immediately. We asked several people what this meeting was about and the reason for such secrecy, but could not find anyone who had the answers for us. A few people refused to sign and walked out. Nobody stopped them. I was tempted to follow, but curiosity got the best of me.
That's right.
A man who was part of the unfamiliar group collected all the agreements from us. So now it's going to get to the good part because the meeting about to start.
Nah, just to catch you up, what he's saying was somebody who Crazy Bone knew was invited to a meeting about rap, and in this meeting he had to sign an NDA, and if you left out that motherfucker, nobody said a word, didn't give a fuck about it. But if you stayed, you had to adhere to the guidelines. Otherwise, not only would you be either killed, hurt, maimed, or in danger, but your life would be, but your job would be gone. Like, I should have said that first. I should have started with that one.
To him, G.
It says, quickly after the meeting began, hold on one second.
Get your popcorn, y'all.
Get your popcorn, y'all.
Popcorn, get your pistol. No,
get that pistol.
Quickly after this meeting began, one of the industry colleagues, who shall remain nameless like everybody else, thanked us for attending. He then gave the floor to a man who only introduced himself by first name and gave no other details about his personal background. I think he was the owner of the residence, but that was never confirmed. He briefly praised all of us for the success we had achieved in our industries and congratulated us for being selected as part of this small group of decision makers. At this point, I began to feel slightly uncomfortable and the strangeness of this gathering. The subject quickly changed as the speaker went on to tell us that the respective companies we represented had invested in a very profitable industry, which could become even more rewarding with our active involvement.
Damn.
He explained that the companies we worked for had invested millions into the building of privately owned prisons, and that our positions of influence in the music industry would actually impact the profitability of these investments.
Now, we're going to pause there because what he's trying to tell y'all, for those who don't understand, which I'm sure everybody clearly does, what he's saying is the record executives are tied into the private prison system to therefore lead the young black males who they were guiding into the private prison systems. Not only were they fighting in the same sense in the same years to lock up black males, lock up their fathers, tell the mothers, hey, have no men in your homes. We'll give you free food via SNAP benefits. We'll give you money. We give you housing vouchers so you can stay in these apartment complexes that you call the projects, which really means experimental housing. That's what a project is, an experiment. So it's experimental housing. You put a group of people with no fathers, mothers to raise young boys and girls in an environment with no education, with little to no financial reach at all. There are no businesses out there that's going to hire unless you go into a grocery store. If you get hired at one of those, so you really have to go outside. So 9 times out of 10, the jobs that go along in those cities either are illegal, or they're legal jobs that people don't know how to go about legally doing them, as far as cosmetology and shit like that. So people work at gas stations and warehouse work. Where I'm from, back in East St. Louis, everybody works warehouse jobs. Elite staffing, partners personnel. Those are the fucking main ones we go to. Manpower, Kelly. These are the ones that we use to get jobs because they have no proper places for people to actually work. So the prison system and the hip hop executives, the rap executives, we're coming together to introduce young black males to more jail time. So not only was the government not working for us, not only was the education system going against us, not only is the healthcare system going against us, everybody's going against us. And they're sending us in one fucking direction.
Then he says, I remember many of us in the group immediately looking at each other in awe and confusion. At the same time, I didn't know what a private prison was, but I wasn't the only one. Sure enough, someone asked what these prisons were and what any of this had to do with music. We were told that these prisons were built by privately owned companies who receive funding from the government based on the number of inmates. Mm-hmm. The more inmates, the more the government would pay these prisons. Mm-hmm. It was also made clear to us that since these prisons are privately owned, as they become publicly traded, we'd be able to buy shares. Most of us were taken back by this. Again, a couple of people asked what this had to do with us. At this point, my industry colleague who had first opened the meeting took the floor again and answered our questions. He told us that since our employees had become silent investors in this prison business, it was now in their interest to make sure that these prisons remain filled.
Now, I'm very big on wording. So when I say things to people, I make sure that I clarify exactly what I mean and how I mean it. You know what I mean? Like I'm very, very literal. Now, what I heard him say was this prison business. We already knew it was a business. But to hear someone who is in the music industry going to bed with the private prison system and them already acknowledging that it's a business, the question becomes, what is the product? Who are the consumers? If prison is a business, what is the product? and who are the consumers? Again, I ask, if prison is a business, what is the product and who are the consumers?
Our job would be to help make this happen by making music which promote criminal behavior, rap being the music of choice. He assured us that this would be a great situation for us because rap music was becoming an increasingly profitable market for our companies, and as employees, we also be able to buy stocks in these prisons. Immediately, silence came over the room.
So he's telling people who work as A&Rs, as scouts, as talent managers, as management, as agents, or whatever you want to call them. Hey man, look, we'll send a bunch of the motherfuckers to jail. Get some of your artists to start beefing with some of his artists, because we all in the same room together. One of your artists that you think is tough and can survive this shit, line them up with this one. It's like the slave days when they used to do what's called the when they used to have the bucks breaking. You know what I'm saying? When they used to have the bucks fighting, they put black men against each other and make them fight to the death. And then they keep going to the next fight, to the next fight, to the next fight, to the next fight. But they're doing it. But they're using us as product. So then you have individuals like, let's fast forward from 91. Let's fast forward into a time where we lost Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace Nipsey. Where we lost Mo 3, rest in peace Mo 3. Where we lost FBG Duck, rest in peace Duck. Where we lost King Von, rest in peace Von. Where we lost Pop Smoke, rest in peace Pop Smoke. Where we lost other artists such as PNB Rock, rest in peace PNB. Do you know in rap, in the last 10 years, rest in peace Slim 400, rest in peace Drakeo, you know what I'm saying, Drakeo the Ruler. The fact that I have to keep going on and on and on, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace the real G Money, Baton Rouge, him and Young Boy was into it. The reality is our culture is turned to a fucking breeding ground for death. There is nothing else, just death here. And that's craziness.
You could have heard a pin drop. I remember looking around to make sure I wasn't dreaming and saw half of the people with dropped jaws. My daze was interrupted when someone shouted, "Is this a fucking joke?" At this point, things became chaotic.
Right.
Two of the men who were part of the unfamiliar group grabbed the man who shouted and attempted to remove him from the house. A few of us, myself included, tried to intervene. One of them pulled out a gun, and we all backed off.
That's how serious it is. If they wouldn't have killed that man, they wouldn't have killed him on the spot. If they go against what they're trying to do, because what they're trying to do is so big. And let me explain to you, for those of you who don't understand why all this shit works. I mean, why this shit is like it is. Let me explain. Let me send you to something, man. I want you to read this. Now I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna let you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna let y'all read it yourself, okay? In fact, I don't want you to. I'm not even gonna use Wiki. I'm gonna use theconstitution.org. Okay, you ready? Section 1. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude except as punishment for crime whereof that party shall have been duly convicted shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation, what that means. Slavery and involuntary servitude is deemed illegal and not allowed in the United States except as punishment for a crime. So then I divert you back to here.
They separated us from crowd, and all four of us was.
They focus on the private prison system. So they're purposely targeting groups of black males and Hispanic males to push them into the prison system where they become what? Say it with me, class. Please say it with me. Slaves. Please say it with me. Slaves. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude is allowed except as punishment for a crime. So why are the record labels tying into the private prison system? Because those same individuals are still pushing the same Jim Crow slave tactics. Think I'm crazy. Those of you who just tuning in, let me catch you up to speed. We've already surpassed the Donald Trump. We surpassed the conversation about Diddy somewhat. We're moving into the conversation about the culture and its entirety. Still brings it back to the Diddy, because these are the people that Diddy hung around with. That's what got us to this video. We were talking about how Diddy had Biggie killed and had Pac killed. Then named their album No Way Out after he killed Biggie for wanting to leave Bad Boy. But this video is saying how the private prison system is linked to the record labels, how the record labels in the private prison systems had a business meeting, and a collective meeting where they told the executives of the record labels and the A&R and management, hey, only promote music that's detrimental to the black culture, and so they can send them to prison or death. And if they go to prison, then they're called slavery. They're called slaves. All right, those two people just left, so we're going to keep it
escorted outside. My industry colleague who opened up the meeting earlier hurried out to meet us and reminded us that we had signed an agreement and would suffer the consequences of speaking out about this publicly, or even those who attended the meeting.
Damn.
I asked him, why was he involved with something so corrupt? And he replied, it's bigger than the music business and nothing we can do. And no, it's bigger than the music business and nothing we want to challenge without risking consequences.
It's bigger than the music business because it's the death and the incarceration of black men. It's the involuntary servitude and slavery and enslavement of black men.
We all protested as we walked back into the house. I remember word for word the last thing he said. It's out of my hands now. Just remember, you signed an agreement. He then closed the door behind him. The men rushed us to our car and actually waited until we drove off the property.
Damn.
So
yo,
this
Jay,
meeting, bro.
What's up, bro?
Now that's a lot for a meeting right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and this person later on, he said, you know, this person actually ended up leaving the music industry after this happened. A few years after this, he ended up leaving the music industry.
Okay.
And he said he just, like, you know, over the years he just felt guilty, because he said as he sat back and he watched these plans come to a reality
Over 2 decades.
he sat back and was like, wow, they really pulled it off.
Yeah.
They really pulled this off. He was like, they were told not to sign any more political rappers, any more rappers that had messages in their music.
No positivity.
It was all to be gangster rap music that they promoted and put out.
So if you wonder where
And this
Brand
was
Nubians
before
went,
us.
if you wonder where Brand Nubians went, where Poor Righteous Teachers went, where Public Enemy went, where KRS-One went, and all sorts of groups like that was talking,
Yeah.
even Queen Latifah and Moni Love and those, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
It's a back door.
Yeah, anything that was harmless, fun rap, you know, anything that had a message in it had to go.
Now, I'm going to pause there for a second. I'm going to transition into film. Now, y'all heard what Cat Williams said. Now, if you do not think for 1 second that these same individual powers did not contact the other side of the media industry, not just the audio with rap, but the black TVs, the black executive producers, and anybody who let those movies and shows reach the peaks that they did. Example, Boys in the Hood was a very, 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 very gruesome story. I'm gonna sum it up for you. The movie Boys in the Hood was a little dude
whose mother and father split up. His mother couldn't handle the way he was getting in trouble, so she sent him, like the Fresh Prince, she sent him to live with his father. His father lived in the hood. The hood. His best friends that he came to visit every summer and every holiday lived across the street. One of them was a football fucking genius. Football IQ out the roof. And the other one was a young kid who wanted to be a gangbanger. They grew up in these communities and they went to school together. He learned different things about both sides. So he never knew who he was. He never knew where he fit in because he wasn't a gangster, but he wasn't soft. So he never knew where he fit in. Time goes on. He trying to fuck on this little bitch. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happening for him. His homeboy get killed. His homeboy brother about to take him to go kill the people that killed his homeboy. He get out the car because let me out, man. Let me out, man. Because, that was his brother, but he wasn't a gangster, so he wasn't a killer. He wasn't ready to kill for Ricky, but he's ready to, say R.I.P. to Rick, right? You know what I'm saying? So, dope boy ended up getting killed in retaliation for the murder that all took place when his brother was killed. So his brother died. He killed some people. He died. The other boys in the hood, just death. The ending was death, sadness, and sorrow. It wasn't a happy fucking ending. It wasn't a great fucking ending. Trey didn't go off to go. You didn't see him have kids. You didn't see Doughboy's mother see himself get a chance to see him change his life around. He died. Then we got a movie like Higher Learning. Very, very, very few people saw Higher Learning as a comparison. In comparison to A Boys in the Hood. In comparison to Don't Be a Menace to Society. That's just crazy, man. And these are the groups that Diddy was around. So those same things that he was doing, like when he shot that motherfucker in the club and had Sean take the charge, that was sending somebody to the prisons. He put that man away for years. For years. So not only was he damaging people physically, mentally, emotionally, he was dissecting them and breaking them down and tearing people apart. Diddy is one of the worst humans that ever walked this fucking earth. There is no documentary that a 50 Cent could be able to do to capture the depths of what this man was about, bro. Like, there is nothing that 50, look, bro. Hey, somebody tag 50 in this shit, bro. Somebody clip this video right now. Screen record this shit right now. I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I'm gonna count down, and I'm gonna start talking. Tag 50 in that screen, in that shit, bro. Tag me and then tag 50. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Bro, I challenge you to capture the full range of the evil and demonic nature of Sean the Diddler Combs. I don't think that you'll be able to capture it all. I think this shit is so perverse and so fucking wicked and weird and evil and toxic and broken that I don't think anyone will be able to, like, you will have to create a part, like you have to create like the fucking Leprechaun, part 1, 2, 3, and 4 to actually capture what Diddy did to people. Sum it up. Had Pac killed. Paid $1 million to have Pac killed. Then I think he had Antonio Anderson killed after he killed Pac. Keefy D didn't get the money. Anderson was dead. Keefy D didn't get that bread. He had Biggie killed because Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy. He argued with Biggie's lawyer for a while, told Biggie there's nothing you'll do that you won't ever be able to leave. You would never leave Bad Boy. He had Biggie killed, and then a couple months later, dropped an album called No Way Out. Had Kim Porter killed Kim Porter. every relationship that he was in, he abused, tortured, and it's just horrendous to the people who are around him. Whether it be male artists, whether it be female artists, whether it be relationships. He was a horrendous fucking person. That's just crazy. Now we're gonna fast forward a little bit, so I'm not gonna hold y'all up. It's gonna be a short live. Now I ain't wanna be on here too long. Charleston White and Orlando Brown. Now, they got into it recently. I want you to see this. I don't know if y'all caught up on this, but they got into it recently. Like, they had a few words.
Okay,
I didn't watch the full video.
Okay, so
But you can find the video on the Danza. Well, this is on Everything Kivo, but it's part of the Danza project. So I usually go into the Danza project and catch it, but this is on Everything Kivo. So they're gonna give it a like, show love.
Okay, so
and like
iExcel is helping 15 million
it made
students.
absolutely no sense, bro. Like this whole fucking interview was the wildest
Ask
thing
you a
I've ever
question?
seen in my life.
now, this the deal. Now, what about these Muslim, man? You did. They think it's cool to 14-year-olds.
Hey, Sherrod, that shit was fucking hilarious, bro. Right? He talking about Muslims. I don't want to hear that shit.
Because you gotta think, homie. You gotta.
Hey, don't you think that?
But no. Listen to him.
Anybody knows?
Listen to me, homie. You got an audience and a fan base that comes here for great conversation, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Yep.
So you lose them with this, because but that. Oh no.
Hold on, I gotta go back because I missed that part.
You making up?
Not no, man. Now these motherfuckers, Muslim community being the number one race to do this shit, man. They doing this shit, man. And now the Christians is thinking it's cool to do this shit.
You making up?
Not no, man. Now these motherfuckers, with that shit, Beyonce is a witch. Everybody's a witch. These want to be witches. They want to be witches, man. Dig around with this bullshit. Now next thing you know, yeah, man, I'm cool on that bullshit, man.
And look, I'm not here to do religion, so I'm not even gonna talk religion on here. I'm not gonna do that. But I will say that people like him are spreading a lot of information that has no ground and has no legs.
I'm cool, man.
This what you can't do. You can't ask no serious question with this. You just got to be with the bullshit.
Absolutely.
See, I remember when I was younger, dude, and I always live by this shit today, even to today. So, like, sometimes, like, I do a lot of laughing and joking, but the reality is I live by these rules. But one of the rules is you can't tell a smart man anything dumb, and you can't tell a dumb man anything smart. What that means is if you're having a conversation with someone, and the conversation you're trying to give them intellect over opinion, give them facts and reality versus an opinion and belief, they will always combat you with something that makes absolutely no sense. And your brain, even though you're mentally up here, when you're trying to go and debate a situation or educate someone, you expect to get this in return based off a certain age range. So you view them based off the age range, the amount of education they should have had. They should have been knowledgeable of certain things and certain things of like life skills and social. And they should be more social aware because of a certain age. So when you say things to them and they combat you with something that's dumb as fuck, it kind of throws you for a loop to where you be like, shit, what the fuck you just say to me? Prime example. I'm playing Call of Duty Vanguard a couple years back. I'm a quick scoper, so I was quick scoping the shit I do. At the end, instead of dude telling me that I was being suspicious, like I was hacking, he kept calling me auspicious, and I was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck auspicious is. Like, he just kept saying it. He kept doubling down on it. And because he kept saying it, I end up saying it. Like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And now you making me fucking dumber. So when you talk to people, like individuals like this, you can't have a real conversation with them because they always have something dumb to say. And because they lack the intellect, the intellectual capabilities to have a real conversation or a real dialogue, they always have some kind of joke or become the clown. So they always have something funny to say because they can't refute what you say with actual knowledge-based information. And it's crazy.
Absolutely.
Half you no, because it's go throw off the legitimate shit that you talking about, right? Because you gotta think, homie, you gotta.
Don't you think that?
But no. Listen to me.
Anybody knows?
Listen to me, homie. You got an audience and a fan base that comes here for great conversation, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So you lose them with this.
Right.
But that's your loyal fan base. You got some one-timers that'll click for this because they think it's gonna be some bullshit. Yeah. But I'm trying to draw a side out of him that'll sell to a HBCU class.
I see what you're saying.
Nah, because he got a mind for the black.
I'm gonna tell you what I've noticed. There's two different perspectives on Charleston White that I see people use. One of them is somebody they just totally fucking hate him. Everything about him. Everything he's about is evil. I hate Charleston. He's a this, he's a that. And there are individuals who actually listen to what the fuck he's talking about. Now, this is the Charleston White, what you see on the internet, as far as the gimmicks and the clips and all the viral memes and shit. That's a character. Like that's like Scarface to Al Pacino. It's a character. It's not really who he is. So when you want to know, when you listen to what he's actually saying, the actual underlining messages behind what he's saying, bro, dude is fucking dude is there. But we won't see it because he used the gimmicks to get in. Because nobody paid attention to the positivity. They only focus on the negative. That goes back to what I was saying about the prison system and the entertainment industry. They only feed you the negative because the positive shit will not sell.
The intellects, but he taking it to the low vibration shit, man.
I just can't get a haircut. I just can't get a haircut and get get pistol whipped.
Well, I'm trying.
What happened?
I'm sitting.
What happened?
I'm sitting.
You got a haircut. You got.
Hold on.
I'm sitting back trying to see why he bringing this character here when it's player. This player environment.
I want to ask you a simple question.
Like, and that's real shit, bro. But see, Orlando Brown did not grow up around black people. When he started doing the That's a Raven and the kids movies and the kid roles, Orlando focused around those individuals. He made friends with the people that he was on set with, the other kids and the other adults. So the people that were around him, they all were removed from the environment of the people that Charleston White was talking about. This is a player environment. Why are you bringing that character here? Listen to what he's saying. This is an environment where we sit back, crack a barrel, saying like the stogie, and have a conversation about life. This ain't about jokes and gimmicks. This ain't about clickbait and viral memes. It's about truth and education. Because when I'm done with you, I want you to be able to take what you're saying here and we put that same information onto a fucking pamphlet or some kind of informational brochure into these HBCUs to educate the youth. See, it's a difference between game and games. When you run a game, that shit is transparent. It'll always be able to see through. When you're chasing gains, that's knowledge. That's when the revenue comes behind that. People, if it's consistency and it's universal, it's always gonna be great. But if it's negative, it's always gonna be limited every fucking time.
Hold on.
I'm sitting back trying to see why he bringing this character here when it's player, this player environment.
I want to ask you a simple question.
No. I'm trying to see.
Why can't
and that's real, bro. Like he talking. I want to ask you a question. He running right. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody see Charleston as they view him in whatever light they want to view him in, bro. But listen to what he be saying.
But
or whatever that was.
Why? Because he just had a very intellectual conversation with Jaguar Wright on real life. So I'm
Yeah, but
saying-
why would come in the barbershop and slap you?
Because I f with killers, and that was a killer.
I don't like that.
That ain't. I'm out on bond for that. I took care of that. So you ain't got. I took care of that. I take care of what I need to take. But you see what I'm saying? So this what I'm saying. So if you go do that with the on
fact,
this low
bro.
on this bullshit platform, it's a big.
Like a lot of these individuals, when he went to jail, bro, he studied the reason why he was in jail. Cause let's be honest. Growing up, we didn't know these motherfucking laws. We didn't know these structures. We didn't know these systems that were put in place in front of us. We did not know these things. These things are new to us. You know what I'm saying? When I say new, I mean we're learning. We went through the system and learned the system inside of the system. We went in the system, learned the system from the inside. So we learned the laws after having to have these conversations with lawyers, with public pretenders, and having to learn all the legal jargon to, you know what I'm saying, that when we read our shit. Bro, we sat down like anybody who didn't sat down before. You didn't have more conversations about and learn more about law inside than you learned about anything else on the outside. That shit's crazy.
Big stage. And you got the hotness going.
Absolutely.
Come on, my.
Now the platform bullshit.
I appreciate you saying that.
A real life street star, but yeah, it's a bullshit platform.
This ain't real life street star.
I'm telling you, don't.
He's saying that this platform is a little bit different, and we deserve to figure out exactly what's going on outside of the. What I want to genuinely know. Can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir.
What I want to genuinely know is how do you feel today? Because for the outside world, when we're looking at you, we're like he's tripping out every single time.
Not necessarily. I mean, I think that your shoes are unwhite and you're tripping out every time you walk in those shoes. As
you see what I'm saying? Like he has to have some kind of jokey rebuttal. It can't be logical.
Air Force Ones. And then you, it's cool, but I don't want people to walk into the barber shop.
About that.
That's real.
Unless you're gonna let me get the gas.
No, that's what I'm saying. This with some bullshit.
I want all the bullshit.
No, he done sat on real life street
I want all
stars
the bullshit.
with the line. Come on, homie.
I want all the bullshit.
He done come over here and give y'all the bullshit though, homie.
I want y'all.
I mean, we gotta need to go. We gotta work that out.
It ain't no sale.
Give me the motherfucking game.
See, you say the thing is you say things, right? The thing is you say things out in public. And then you have people like Bow Wow responding, saying, this guy's crazy. I don't know what the f he's talking about that he's ever been with me.
Right.
So why would you say that about Bow Wow if it wasn't true?
You give me a strap, I'm going strap.
Well, homie, this why they gotta think they crazy.
They can't do it, man.
Because between him and Jaguar Wright, they never sit down and have a serious conversation. It's always some theatrics to it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's always some theatrics.
And the reason why it's always theatrics in their conversations is because 9 times out of 10, it's lies. The reason why, listen to me, and this is a psychological fact. When you are having a conversation with a person, if you're debating with a person, or if you're listening to them tell the stories, the more theatrical they are about every fucking moment in that story, the more they're lying. The louder they are, the more they're lying. What they're looking for is a response. And the louder they are, and the more you respond, the more engaged they will be. Because now they feel they have you, and they can keep telling you whatever they want to tell you. That story will go on for 10 minutes and never end the way you would think it end, because they turned it to something totally different. Because they just need attention. Attention seekers, what I call AS. Attention seekers have no threshold. They have no moral compass, and they would do and say anything for attention because they want any reaction. They don't have anything going on with them. They have what we call they're going through a self-identity crisis. They don't know who they are. He don't realize the child star days are gone. He's trying to relive the child star days and laugh at me, laugh with me, ha ha, he, and it's not that. It's not that moment. It's not that environment. But he don't know where he fits in, so he does anything to fit in, and it makes absolutely no sense because this is not related. That's like going to Taco Bell and ordering a Whopper, or going to McDonald's and ordering Chinese food. That's not the same. They don't fare in comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like you can compare the two, but they just don't Fahrenheit.
So that's why you can't take what they saying for real, because there's always some theatrics. It's never a real conversational dialogue. Yeah, homie, no, come on.
I just said.
Yeah, you.
So I call bullshit on everything.
Catch him outside of a motherfucking hotel. A hotel. Who was that? Soldier Boy. Bill, who was that?
Yeah, he
catch him outside a hotel.
Tried to. Yeah, tried to.
He stayed with a motherfucking strap though.
Maybe. You know, man.
You saying
allegedly?
No, he was talking about Unc.
Allegedly,
yeah. No, I'm just thinking he's talking about something else. He's confusing me.
Don't that's it.
Yeah, he's confusing me too.
Could be on niggas, right?
If need be, sometimes it don't gotta be you. It don't gotta be you.
Man, this with the blood.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel him.
I'm gonna tell you, like, this shit just really weird because apparently they whipped Orlando Brown's ass after this. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen
nobody called him.
But we don't want to talk about that.
That bullshit, bro.
Hey, listen.
He said he would walk for you. He said he would have ran down on the floor.
You done admitted to being f***ing by a Hollywood executive. You wouldn't fight nobody.
Damn.
You done admitted to being f***ing by a Hollywood executive. You wouldn't fight nobody. You didn't fight them that ass. No, you didn't fight them that in Hollywood.
He said they didn't fight about your ass.
When they were trying to f*** you, did you fight?
Cat Williams, did I speak to you?
When they were trying to f*** you, did you fight?
Cat Williams, did I speak
to you, did you fight?
Wait, so you stuck? Are you saying you stuck?
My name, Frankie.
Yeah, I know. You trying to say that?
You see how he's trying to control the narrative and change the topic. So I'll be saying, bro, like it's this shit's real.
Can I get 1 second? I want the mic. 1 second. 1 second. Are you running? Are you running?
Who's running what?
Are you running when he's got it? Do you feel too much? It's a run.
I left him.
He was as a child, homie. That's why he keep bringing up this shit.
2 kids.
That's why he keep bringing this shit up. The Muslim and a 14-year-old. He is this been and he can't take it. All these been to Hollywood. All of them. Raven Simone. The earlier they went in. I ain't been to Hollywood yet. I'm trying to get in though. But I'm trying to get in without getting.
I tried to get you that because you got 2 kids.
Oh, no Diddy. You see what I'm saying? Like his retort is always going to be something childish and has no value, because he's looking for a laugh, but he's in the wrong place for a laugh. Like Unc told him earlier, this is a place for players. Why we bringing this character here?
Say, homie,
don't do that.
Homie, homie, listen.
I see it.
Homie, this running from that darkness. That's why he bring it up and talking in parables.
It's a deflection.
I ain't never been f***ing. I don't know how the lights go out. I don't know how the lights go out when your ass get pushed in. But you're going into some darkness.
Jamie Foxx.
You're going into some darkness, especially if you didn't want it. So what that happened, homie? They done went to Hollywood at such an early age in life.
I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, that all for, you know, all the channel viewers and followers and all the promoting for the channel. Look, I do everything organic. If I grow, I grow. If I don't, I don't. I'm just here to deliver great content to people. And that's it, bro. I just want to engage and build a community of individuals. I'm not here to try to buy your chat bots and shit, fam. I'm good on that. Shout out to your Twitch though.
Man, they've been on these babies in Hollywood. That's why you don't send your kids to Disney.
Here come Jamie Foxx.
Keep drinking, drink that shit away.
Now we talking about Jamie Foxx.
He drank that pain away.
Here come Jamie.
Man, mask that pain.
Have you
mask that pain? You can't be sober. I understand that.
Orlando, with all the shit that you said in all these interviews and anything that you've ever gone in front of, anytime you were ever in front of a mic, have you ever had the opportunity, based on these things you said, to go to therapy and sit in therapy?
Bro, the only thing that I could do is, you know, I can say, here come Jamie Foxx. You know, you can't see the crack.
You were in my house, right? Smoking meth.
Masking that pain.
What? You were in my house smoking meth. I told you not. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, the trans world that we actually live in, bro, is kind of different. It's kind of different, bro. You know, like to be a man and then have to act like a woman and then actually be a man and then.
Man, what? Bitch, what? Bitch, what?
Have kids.
Y'all saw what they done this little boy. This little boy up, man. Yeah, man, that's why.
Hey.
This is why.
Uncle.
Listen, this is why white people. This is why white people.
Can I finish?
This is why white people didn't want to integrate with black people because we was going to be exposed to this type of world.
Yeah.
Black people wasn't supposed to never go to Hollywood. We were supposed to stay in the black.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Man.
It's just it switches on and off. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me mic.
Oh, it switches on and off?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So, you know, the whole thing with me is, you know, I can say that, you know, Jamie Foxx is, you know, Richard Pryor. That's cool.
Yeah.
But the thing about me
All
is,
you do is say
know,
names.
Man, what's the fucking point of saying dumb shit like that? Jamie Foxx is Richard Pryor. I mean,
I didn't come here to do. I came here to make sure I did what I was supposed to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, the coolest thing for me is to sit here and have a great conversation. It's not about
having one.
But I feel like a part of you was afraid of it.
But y'all not having a great conversation. They're trying to talk to you, and it's the past 12 minutes almost. It's been you straight deflecting the whole fucking conversation. Not only that, but just saying a bunch of random shit from you, alluding to fucking that you fuck Cat Williams, talking about here comes Jamie Foxx. I mean, like everything is a joke and it's a gimmick. It's not real, bro. I'm really lost here.
What?
Me too.
Afraid of,
I'm
afraid
with you,
of
Miguel.
trans?
No,
Like,
afraid
when
of showing who you truly are.
When I started saying trans, hold on.
Afraid of showing who you truly are.
I speak.
I know. I'm just saying. I feel like you're part.
He's stuck on
showing
stage.
Who you truly are.
This is the has-been that's stuck on stage.
When I said
This the has-been been stuck on stage. He's stuck in character.
Let's let him get the mic. Yeah.
when I said that, you know, basically there's trans. There's a trans world. You dig what I mean? It's cool, bro. But some just don't want to realize that they are really on her, bro.
Yeah.
What?
But could I give you? Can
I finish?
Wait. Let me get the mic. I just want to be honest for a second about what I know. Yeah. I got you. It's me. It's me. I click it. Right. So here goes what I'm saying. I'm a grown ass man, right? I'm a couple years older than you, and I feel like when I talk to people, I always tried to be that dude like that'll sit there and talk to people and be like, "Yo, I think that you're truly a lot doper than you're allowing yourself to be on a lot of these platforms because I feel like you're trying not to listen to what I'm trying to say to you, which I want to say this one important thing. I feel like you're a lot doper because I've heard you have conversations with people when you started schooling people. Right, and I feel like sometimes you run away from that. Go ahead, give him the mic.
I say, oh, there we go.
Yeah. I'm a magician.
I say hub, and the next thing you know, all is in here. Right? Kill the mic. When I say hub.
He want to get you.
So you know, you have a couple stars that I cannot name that are in the building, right?
That's your answer.
And then, no, that's not my answer.
Yeah. But unfortunately,
listen to me. They can go to Hub and find it. It has nothing to do with find whoever's in the room.
Yeah, unfortunately, they can't.
Oh man, you're lying. So my main thing is, listen. All I can tell you is, it's cool when people bend over the couch for, you know, whatever they do.
Yeah.
You know, they can bend over the couch all day. My main thing is, I have talent. Regardless of whatever it is, or whatever's going on, you know, I've been known to have talent, and I just look at certain people that I love. Looking at certain people like you, I look at certain people that I love, and I'm like, yo, my God, I know this didn't do that. I know this.
Yeah, but you know.
But hold on, let me finish. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't want to hear that bullshit.
I gotta let him finish.
There's certain people. No, we looked at Drake. We looked at Drake.
Yeah.
We looked at Aubrey, bro.
Yeah, we're looking at him.
We looked. No.
Let me get that camera. Look at me.
We looked at Aubrey, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I promise, bro, like I was.
Groover has helped.
I'm just so confused because, like I say, when people have no real answers, they start saying a bunch of weird shit. They send you, and they send you through loops.
As a fan, like I was a dead fan, bro. Like my main thing was, Yeah. I like the kind of singing thing with the rapping shit.
Yeah,
it was a while ago. And then next thing you know, it's
man,
like,
what is this talking about?
Next thing you know,
Drake.
Man, what you talking about? Man,
let's see if I can connect.
I can't.
Yeah.
And then we look at a
like
whole
Coach
nigga
going
that
over
have a
the plane.
whole bunch of planes,
Like-
bro. We got planes.
Yeah.
We got planes. We got mountains and all this shit. Next thing you know,
What's this nigga talking
the
about?
whole world can't with you. I'm not
Listen,
with that,
man.
bro.
You know, people are begging to see that.
What the fuck does that shit mean? Bro, comment down below if you understand any of that shit, man. If that made any sense to you.
The greater side of you. The greater side that we all keep mentioning. That you keep, and black people.
I have a baby with Will Smith, nigga, and you're him.
You got people rooting for you, bro, trying to pull that side out.
I don't give a f. You're Will Smith.
I mean, you might not, but
And you have a baby
I
with
think I said Will Smith earlier.
You have a baby
I
with
think
me,
I said
nigga,
I
like
said
you're
I
gonna
said
try.
murder.
He never had a beard.
That is one thing. Will Smith is another.
He never had a beard, man.
Oh man, you can't get away with that like he did.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I hate that it's happening
Will
here.
Smith. My dad can do whatever.
I hate that it's happening here. Where I was sitting here and I'm thinking about, look, I love that it's happening here because we know what the numbers this is about, right? But I hate that it's happening here. Yeah, I pressed the N button. I hate that it's happening here because I feel like there's so much greatness to Mr. Orlando Brown that he doesn't want to reveal for his own personal reasons. But I feel like there's millions, and I mean millions. I feel like when I pay attention to what you do, there's so many millions behind who you are.
Scared to be great again.
Yeah, you're scared to be great.
Say that again.
Scared to be great.
Scared to be great.
I'm Diddy
They
right
calling
now.
him out.
I'm counting the goddamn talent.
DJ
All
Khaled.
right, Bad Boy Records,
Where's my
goddamn it.
750? Give me my money on camera because it's a whole nother interview you owe me for.
Yeah, I know. You,
Give it to me on
wait,
camera.
watch this shit.
It's a
Wait,
whole
time
nother
out, watch this
motherfucking
shit.
interview on camera,
Yeah, he
bro.
he did an interview before he came here.
Yeah, why you holding
watch
this
this shit, though.
bro?
Watch
Like,
this shit.
that didn't have nothing
I
to
told
do
him.
with
That whole wop
I was
is
like, you know
mine.
what? I'm gonna go get him that. You see that? That's what I do because I'm a real one.
Man.
Because I'm a real one.
Hey, listen.
I went and picked up the money from his other interview for
And
him.
this nigga walks away like I don't get paid for talking shit.
Hey, he gets paid.
Now you might have fucked up.
Unc gets paid.
Right now,
You're
man.
raving.
Unc
Now
gets paid.
you're raving right now. Now you're raving.
Unc gets paid. What I'm saying to you is, why does it feel like you are afraid to be
What is
great?
this? Why are you paying me to
That's
talk
what.
to you?
Hey, that's what the bank gave me. You got to
better
take
that
it.
way.
God, what is how much
Hopefully
is this?
you gonna spend it slower that way.
Dad.
So listen.
Don't do
All right,
that.
listen.
We was
Okay,
on a
sir.
good note.
Yo, since we're keeping it 100 with each other, right?
Dad.
Can I get the real camera?
Hey, Dad, this is what we got paid.
Yo, since we're keeping it,
Hey, Michael White, Michael Black. What's his name?
yeah, since we're keeping it 100 with each other, yeah. You see how that switches? Since we're keeping it, yeah. You got a new joint, did you? A new box?
So,
I need them 20.
Yo, since we are keeping it 100 with each other.
I need them 20.
Before you, ooh, you see it's a battle, right? You see it's turning to a battle. Yeah.
All right. You say you want some hunters? I need them 20s. Can I get them hunters?
The creatures of the night. I haven't got the will to try and fight.
I need them 20s.
I guess
I need them. You say you need some hunters. I need them 20s. How much is Canada? You say 750?
Yeah, he's there in seconds.
I got 7 right here. I need
I
700.
look like Will Smith. I'll take it.
Whole pocket they gave.
Oh.
They gave it.
Just for reference, that you just gave him. He just gave you 8 because I gave him 8. Yeah, so you just made $50 profit.
They disrespect you on camera, basically, is what I just did.
No, that didn't happen. It didn't happen. All right, so what I'm saying is, right?
Through his teeth.
Well, what? So Charleston White wanted 20s. He's gonna give him $700 in hundreds. In return, Orlando's supposed to give him 720s. Orlando gave him $800 and said, "I got over on you on camera."
So you just made $50 profit. 8. Just for reference, that you just gave him. He just gave you 8 because I gave him 8. Yeah, so you just made $50 profit.
They disrespect you on camera, basically, is what I just did.
No, that didn't happen. It didn't happen. All right, so what I'm saying is, right?
His teeth.
You.
Ain't that kind of.
You see what type of dude I am, though?
I pack fur and play fur with all my people.
Y'all seeing this shit
You see, I had to remind him. Yeah.
Word. Respect. Keep the switch up.
And you're lucky I reminded you that it was actually 8 that I gave you and not 7.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't play. Yeah, I don't. Also, one thing about me, Unc knows it. You're figuring it out because we're new here, and this is just the beginning because I'm gonna bring you up here every goddamn week now.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah. Now you're coming up here every week. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Now residual income.
Okay, Amber.
May I please use the restroom?
Okay,
please?
Raven. Let Raven outside, please.
They're calling me for the honest to God.
I got.
Yeah, I'm placed here at the day. A lot of work.
Man. Shout out to my man True from Green Room Radio for giving me that alley hoop. I got an ebook that's dropping tonight, man, on Shopify. Teaching everybody how to go viral where you ain't.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Apparently, they got into a fight. I was trying to find a fight. But I don't think they did. Everyone who said it, they didn't have any real news. Any real proof. But that's neither here nor there. I truly appreciate you guys for being here. We've been here for an hour and a half. All I want to do is cover a few bases. So just to sum it up, Eminem dropped a song called Houdini. I fucks with it. It's a good song, great energy. It reminds me of the old Slim Shady, but you gotta watch the video that he dropped or watch my reaction to the video if you want to see it fully. It is one of the latest videos I just uploaded. Trump just hit with 34 counts. Most of them fraud. They are each count carries 4 years. Pretty sure they're gonna run a concurrent. So he run just 4 years, and I don't think he's going to jail. And it does not look like it's going to affect his political career.